Under the patronage of His Excellency Interior Minister and Secretary Sheikh Nasser bin Abdul Rahman Al Khalifa, the activities of the Traffic Week launched yesterday in the presence of senior officers, supportive authorities and sponsors. The Undersecretary expressed thanks and appreciation to His Excellency Interior Minister General Sheikh Rashid Al Khalifa for the support he provides to the General Directorate of Traffic, in which the backing led to milestones in traffic safety and services reduction in accidents and violations. He hailed the efforts of the traffic personnel officers, policemen, policewomen and civilians in enhancing commitment to the traffic safety through planning and follow-up of projects and programs, the best utilization of technology and interaction with all segments in society to ensure the safety of all road users. During the ceremony, he honored ideal drivers, citizens, public security drivers, those with special needs and motorists. He also honored sponsors and cooperative organizations. Meanwhile, the Director General of Traffic highlighted the department strives through its strategy to achieve the best results for secure and accident-free society, hailing the cooperation of all groups of community with the department to achieve its vision and mission that aim to promote traffic safety. The ceremony also included presentation on the latest traffic achievements. Under the patronage of His Excellency Major General Professor Khalid bin Ali Al Khalifa, Director of BDF Royal Medical Services, the Crown Prince Center for Training and Medical Research organized a two-day research workshop titled Enhancing Your Research Capacity on the 8th and 9th of March 2019. Around 140 participants attended the workshop from the Kingdom of Bahrain and neighboring GCC countries.
As a trainee, it will enhance my research skills and it will increase my clinical practice, and it basically teaches me how to correlate with clinical practice and research and evidence-based medicine. So I attended this workshop to increase my knowledge in research and increase my knowledge in much more expertise clinical practice.
Two international speakers were invited to participate in the event, such as Professor Richard B. Riley, Professor of Neural Engineering, Trinity Center for Bioengineering, Trinity College Institute of Neuroscience from Ireland; Professor Mustafa Abdel Fattah Abdel Fatouh, Professor and Senior Scientist, King Abdullah International Research Center; Professor of Family and Community Medicine, Alexandria University from Egypt, along with Dr. Rana Al-Ghatam, Doctorate in Orthodontics, Bahrain Defense Force Royal Medical Services, who share their knowledge and expertise with the participants. The workshop was a unique opportunity for the participants to be trained by the renowned researchers and clinicians and to introduce the participant to research planning and different aspects of research designs.
I believe that, let me give you an example. Okay, I have a research and I'm applying to publish it. So attending this workshop, it will arrange my flow of ideas to help me how to establish my research. With having a clear flow of ideas, it will give me a bigger view of my research, and of course to help me in publishing it easily.
The objective of the workshop was to cover both the theoretical and practical methods of research and to allow the trainees to gain experience in construction of research proposals, critical appraisal, develop research skills, learn how to write papers that get published, and to be acquainted with skills in questionnaire design, data collection, and interviewing techniques. The workshop aimed to provide an opportunity to acquire knowledge about the research course and the full spectrum of support provided by BDF Royal Medical Services to develop as coordinative aid to help elevate the quality of researches done in the medical field. The preparation meetings for the 9th Annual West Middle East Premo 2019 competition concluded with organization of the Bahrain Chamber of Dispute Settlement in the academic partnership with the Royal University of Women and cooperation with Department of Commerce Law Development Program (CLDP) of the U.S. Department of Commerce, the Center for International Legal Studies at the University of Pittsburgh, in the presence of a number of diplomatic corporations as well as a number of international arbitrators, which was held at the Sheraton Hotel.
I've been involved with the VISMOOD, the MENA VIS-PREMOOD for the last 8 years. So what I've seen is how the moot competition has developed year to year and how the students within each year have developed during the course of the week when they've been training and when they've been in competition. And they really are not small incremental changes, they are enormous transformations. So that what we've seen over now the best part of a decade, and next year will be the 10th moot, is a transformation of young arbitrators in the region. And it's been a real pleasure to be a part of that and to see how they've grown. And what we've now seen is mootees who I first encountered as students, who have come back as team coaches. They've gone elsewhere within the region, internationally, to get postgraduate qualifications. They are now the junior arbitration lawyers in the top local, regional, and transnational law firms. They hold office in the political arena. They are general counsel in top businesses. And this is the proof of the pudding. We have an English expression, the proof of the pudding is in the eating. So it's the proof of the pudding because we see how this can translate into practice. And it is enormously fulfilling to see how they have fulfilled their potential. And now, of course, they are handing on the skills that they've learned to fellow Bahrainis, Emiratis, Saudis, Kuwaitis, etc. So it really is a generational institution as well.
The competition was held on the 5th to the 9th of March 2019 with participation of 90 law students from 15 countries from Bahrain, Saudi Arabia, UAE, Kuwait, Iraq, Lebanon, Jordan, Tunisia, Egypt, Afghanistan, Sri Lanka, and Burma, as well as 70 arbitrators, judges, and international academics specializing in international commercial arbitration. The competition included a number of training workshops over a 3-day period featuring theoretical lectures and practical exercises conducted by a number of academics and experts in the field of arbitration. The event was then concluded by distributing prizes to all the winners.
We are so happy that we won the Middle East Premoot for the year 2019. It was all hard work and preparation with the support of our coaches and also the other team, which was the runners-up, the Royal Institute of Colombo. So this Premoot has been a learning experience and we've developed our arguments. We've gained so much knowledge from the arbitrators, from the trainers, and we are so thankful to CLDP, MENA Chambers, and all the organizers for giving us this opportunity.
The Information and E-Government Authority IGA Chief Executive Mohammed Ali Al-Qaid received the fourth intake of the Office of the First Deputy Prime Minister OFD-PM Fellowship as part of the series of events organized by the Fellowship to develop participants' leadership skills. Al-Qaid praised the important role played by the initiative in building leadership skills among public sector employees to advance innovation and excellence across all work streams, which will further improve the delivery of the public services in line with the Economic Vision 2030. The chief executive encouraged the OFD-PM fellows to take full advantage of the opportunities provided to them throughout the program and wished them success in their future careers. The OFD-PM Fellowship is a vital platform aimed at enhancing the leadership and analytical skills of young government employees. Participants spend a year working as a full-time research fellows at the Office of the First Deputy Prime Minister, benefiting from advanced training, research methods, and policy analysis. Southern Governor His Highness Sheikh Khalifa bin Ali bin Khalifa Al Khalifa visited parts of the governorate and inspected progress of work on service projects. He followed up the implementation of a string of projects based on citizens' visions and proposals in West Rafah to meet their needs and future social development and security aspirations. His Highness Sheikh Khalifa bin Ali bin Khalifa Al Khalifa was accompanied by Southern Municipality Director General Asim Abdul Latif, Asma Murad Jassim, Assistant Under Secretary at the Ministry of Works, Municipalities Affairs and Urban Planning. Also present were West Rafah Police Station Chief Lieutenant Colonel Sheikh Salman bin Ahmed Al Khalifa, Bahrain Authority for Culture and Antiquities BACA, Museums and Antiquities Director Sheikh Khalifa bin Ahmed Al Khalifa, and other officials. National Guard Director of Staff Major General Sheikh Abdulaziz bin Saud Al Khalifa inspected National Guard units and reviewed the military, administrative, and combat readiness as well as technical preparations. The Staff Director was briefed by His Highness Major Sheikh Salman bin Mohammed bin Isa Al Khalifa, Commander of Special Operations Unit, about the progress of training and preparation as part of developmental plans. He confirmed that improving the capabilities of the National Guard units is part of the directives of His Highness General Sheikh Mohammed bin Isa Al Khalifa, National Guard President, represented in the 2020 strategic plan based on the development of human resources. CEO of Bahrain Tourism and Exhibitions Authority BTA Sheikh Khalid bin Mahmoud Al Khalifa received Palestine's ambassador to Bahrain, Taha Abdul Qadir, and discussed ways of strengthening bilateral relations and cooperation to benefit tourism sector. Sheikh Khalid bin Mahmoud gave a brief on the BTA's efforts to attract tourists in addition to the tourism sector's contribution to the national economy. The Palestinian ambassador welcomed promoting bilateral relations, broadening cooperation, and launching joint initiatives in the interest of both countries. The Arabian Gulf University AGU recently announced that it has successfully completed the regulation of the third edition of the Gallium Autism Rating Scale in GCC states, as an approval was obtained from the publisher to translate the scale to Arabic and apply it on a sample from GCC states, including Saudi Arabia, the Kingdom of Bahrain, the UAE, and Kuwait. The third edition of the Gallium Autism Rating Scale is considered to be one of the international scales that is widely utilized across the world to diagnose autism spectrum disorder, ASD, and to determine the severity of the disorder. It was designed in line with the recent changes to diagnosis of disorder mentioned in the 5th edition of the Statistical Manual of Mental Disorders. Assistant Professor in the Learning Disabilities and Developmental Disorders Department in AGU College of Graduate Studies, Dr. Assaid Al-Khamisi, who is also in charge with the translation and regulation project of the scale, said that the project was applied before 2 years and then the initial results were demonstrated during an international conference held in Bali, Indonesia last year. The results of translating and regulating the scale were welcomed by the participants in the conference. Dr. Al-Khamisi added that the procedure work continued and resulted in issuing a scale based on the GCC standards. That scale is the first of its kind not only in diagnosing ASD but also in determining the severity of the disorder in high and low functioning people with autism, in addition to the provision of GCC diagnosis standards for Arab and non-Arab speaking patients with autism. The academic said an electronic form of the scale is being developed to enable users of instantly detecting the severity of autism. Specialists in GCC states will be soon trained on the use of the scale in both forms, paper and electronic.
I see your face in every sunrise. So many